Good morning, children. See, children, daily we'll see many objects and things. What is necessary to see the objects and things? See, of course, you will see the objects from your eyes. But exactly if light is not there means you can't see anything. So, light is necessary to see the objects. So, today children, we are going to start the new unit, that is chapter 8, light, reflection and refraction. Light, reflection and refraction. See children, in your previous standard you have studied about the different phenomena of light, such as the twinkling of stars, formation of a rainbow, and also the image formation by the mirrors. See, all these phenomena, they are related to light. See, whenever you see the objects, the rays of light from the object enter into your eyes and you are able to see the objects. So, if the light is not there means you are unable to see any objects. So today children, we will discuss more about the light. Before that, we will just revise about the reflection of light. Reflection of light. See children, see, you take the example. See, whenever you will look at the mirror, you see your image itself. Which type of image is this? It is definitely the virtual and erect. Virtual and erect image. See, virtual means not physically existing and erect means straight. See children, once again I will repeat it. Whenever you are standing in front of the mirror, you will look your image itself. See, which kind of image is this? It is the virtual and erect image. Virtual means not physically existing. Erect means it is straight. Means you will see your image in the mirror, but it is not real. Means it is not physically existing. And also there are many characteristics of the images. Before going to study the characteristics of the images, you just recall the laws of reflection which you had learnt in your previous standard. Law of reflection. You just recall those children. There are two laws. The first law is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. First law is the angle of incidence is equal to the reflection. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Angle of incidence means children, it is the angle between the normal and the incident ray. And angle of reflection means it is the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. You observe the figure here, children. See, you observe this figure. If it is a mirror, this is the normal and this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. It is incident ray and this is the reflected ray. This is the normal, children, and this is the angle of incidence denoted by I, and it is the angle of reflection denoted by R. The first law is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, means angle I equals to angle R. The second law is, children, the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence to the mirror, they all lie in the same plane. Second law is the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence to the mirror, they all lie in the same plane. See, children, these are the two laws which we had already learnt in the previous standard. Now we will study about the characteristics of the images. Characteristics of the images. Characteristics of images. See, children, we have already learnt in the previous standard what are the characteristics of the images. You just recall those. The first one is the image formed by the plane mirror is upward. See, children, you can take the example of the candle. You can see the image of the burning candle flame. See, if the original candle is an object, then in the original candle the flame is upward and in the image also the flame is upward only. So, the image formed by the plane mirror is upward. The second characteristic is the size of the object is equal to the size of the image. The size of the object is equal to the size of the image, means the, see, you take the example of candle only. In the object also the size will be same and in the image formed also the size of the candle will be same. Next, third one is the distance of the object, from the mirror is equal to the distance of the image from the mirror. See children, third characteristic is the distance of the object from the mirror is equal to the distance of the image from the mirror. Means children, both the distances, that is the distance of the object from the mirror and also the distance of the image from the mirror, both are equal. And you take the example children. See, if you raise your right hand in front of the mirror, see, it seems that you are raising your left hand. Means in a mirror the right portion looks like a left portion and the left portion looks like a right portion. Means the fourth characteristic is in a plane mirror. In a plane mirror, the image is laterally inverted. In a plane mirror, the image is laterally inverted. Means children, see, if you are raising your right hand, it seems that you are raising your left hand. Means it will not look the same. But you are raising your right hand only, but it seems that you are raising your left hand. Means here the right portion, it is looking like a left portion and the left portion looks like a right portion. Means here in a plane mirror the image is always laterally inverted. See, these are the characteristics of the images which you had already learned children. See children, today we discussed about the reflection of light and also the laws of reflection and the characteristics of the images. See, the laws of reflection where the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection, and the second one was the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence, they all lie in the same plane. These were the two laws. And also we discussed about the characteristics of the images. In our next class we will study more about the reflection of light children and also other topics related to that. Thank you.